Hi, everybody. So, for Life Lesson Friday for June 14th, 2024, which, if you're in the U.S., it happens to be Flag Day. The only reason I know that is because it's the day after my birthday. First off, like for those of you that wish me happy birthday, took the time out of your day yesterday, or today, or in the past couple days, because some people did it on Thursday, or Wednesday on the 12th. I want to thank you for doing that. I know you don't have to do that, and it doesn't take long, but I appreciate the thought and the effort that you went through to wish me happy birthday. So, but that birthday triggered this topic, which is how do you get better with age? And not everything gets better with age, and that's one of the things that you have to understand first off and foremost is that the only way to get better with age is to look at what you're doing and make sure that your plan is in place for you to get better with age. Case in point, there's a lot of different wines, uh, you know, alcohols like whiskey, scotch, that people will say, oh my gosh, that's, from this year, that's this vintage. It's 12-year-old scotch, it's 20-year-old scotch, it's, a 1920 something wine from over in France. So some of those things people go crazy for and they're uber expensive, right? But some of those same things might not be that great. And if, I'm no longer somebody that drinks alcohol, one of the reasons why is because I'm trying to get better with age for my health and my body and what I know about what alcohol does with long-term effects, whether you're an alcoholic or not. But if you were to take just a basic wine and not treat it well, not store it in the right environment, and we've all probably been there to a point where we like, ooh, this went bad. Doesn't taste like wine anymore. It tastes like vinegar. It tastes sour. It tastes, it's just off. We've probably all been there because we've all probably bought something, forgot where it was, left it out, didn't put it in the right storage. And then as you get older, what happens? You start to realize, okay, if I'm going to buy something, I've got to take care of it, right? I've got to preserve it in the proper way, no matter what it is or what that is that needs to be preserved. And we can go completely on a different topic of, because my boat is in the shop right now. It's a 2003, so it's a 21-year-old boat. It's in the shop for some basic maintenance. We didn't do maintenance the past couple of years because we just didn't use it a whole lot. And so he's like, oh, well, and my wife was like, oh man, gosh, that bill is high. I was like, well, not when you spread it out over the couple of years that we didn't do the basic maintenance. So I knew that some things were going to be wrong and needed to be fixed. So it's taking care of things, right? That's how you get better use of it as you get older. Same thing with your body. Taking care of it, and you're going to get better use of it as you get older. And so that's how you get better with age, is you have to understand and do the research. And there's people like me out there that are putting stuff out there through my podcast, through other avenues, to help people understand, like, this is the option that's out there for you to get better with age. Not everybody, I've had people that have told me when I've told them how old I want to live and how long I want to live and how I want to age gracefully with a high quality of life and be able to do all these things when I get older. And I've had other people tell me, like, I have no interest at all in living past 80 years old. I'm like, hey, okay, that's fine. That's your prerogative. That's your opinion. That's what you want to do. So you need to treat your body to get you to 80 years old or 79 years old if you don't want to live past 80, right? Like, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody can have their own opinion on what they want to do. But the key is, if you don't have a plan at all, you don't know what you're doing, you're not looking for that. And granted, of course, we can all get hit by a bus tomorrow. I mean, statistically, we wouldn't all be hit by a bus tomorrow. But any one of us could be hit by a bus tomorrow and killed. And then, people might go like, oh my gosh, why did he spend so much time trying to be healthy? And then boom, he's done. Right? But the odds are against that. Okay? The odds are against you dying in an accident like that. The odds are highly in favor of you dying from chronic disease that could be avoided and prevented. At least if you're in the U.S. or you're in a Western society that's following Western food, Western nutrition, Western healthcare, like the odds are highly in your favor that you're going to die of a chronic disease that could have been prevented if you would have taken care of yourself. And so, with the birthday that I just had yesterday and the year that I accomplished in as far as like my lifespan so far, hitting that year with 0 chronic diseases, provided I don't die in an accident, the chances of me living into my 90s are super high. So I know I have to take care of my body because it's going to be here for another 40 plus years, if not longer. Right? And so keeping that in perspective, keeping that understanding, making sure that you're doing the right things to get the best as you age. Because if you went out and bought, if you went out and spent, normally say you buy, a $20 bottle of wine, you drink it, no big deal. Well, if you went and you invested for a special occasion on a $1,000 bottle of wine that's, 80 years old or something, you're not just going to leave it on the counter, right? You're not just going to leave it where somebody could knock it over, somebody could break it, dogs could knock it over. You're going to take care of it, right? You're going to put it in the proper place. You're going to store it properly until the time comes that you're going to consume it. So, same thing you should be doing with your body. Same thing you should be doing with your mind. Same thing you should be doing with your life, your circle of friends, your relationships, your spouse if you're married, your kids, the people that are important to you. It's all looking at it and going like, how can I make sure that I maintain the proper relationships, the proper, environment for my body, for my life, for everything that's going around. Because if we do that, we will wind up aging better. We'll have better community. We'll have better life. You'll achieve more. We'll lift each other up. We'll be there for each other. All those things. So that's how you age better. Make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you have a plan. You can't just go simply day by day, wake up and just hope things happen the right way. There's times to do that. Of course, you go on vacation, things like that. There's times to do that in the short term. But the long term, you definitely need to have an idea of where you're heading, what you're doing, and how you're taking care of yourself. So that's the life lesson for this Friday. And I hope that y'all have a great weekend. And for those of y'all in the U.S. that you're enjoying the summer, because it's starting to get hot here.